Hey everybody, come on in. I'm back. Just came at y'all live a little bit earlier. We had a discussion a little bit earlier about Kenya Moore and her 150,000 in her classroom by one of her high school students. So y'all make sure y'all check out that live that I just did a little bit ago. But right now I'm just gonna do a review on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, the episode that just came on this past Monday, and it was season 5, uh, episode 16, and it was titled Wedding Crashers. So everybody, make sure you come on in, like the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and please make sure you share the video kindly. And as usual, I'm going to post a link in our chat to our Facebook page. Let me get that link real quick. There you go. I just posted the link to our Facebook group in the chat. So all you have to do is click on the link and then click request to join, and I will add you to the group as soon as you request to join the group. But anywho, let's get started on this review. I know it's late, so probably not too many people is going to tune in, especially since I just did like an hour long live video. But excuse me. This show started off with Ray J. He was hanging out with A1, and A1 was explaining, to Ray J, how upset he has been because them two hasn't been cool. They haven't been talking. I wouldn't say really fell out, but basically they had a disagreement, and A1 wasn't really trying to be messing with Ray J. But you know what? They were sitting around discussing their issues, discussing what's been going on, and A1 explained to him, you know what? I've been upset with you because of the simple fact that when we had invited you and your wife Princess, to our baby announcement party, you brought Safari. At that time, they didn't know that it was a baby announcement party because they just told, their friends, their husband and wife couple friends, that they were having a couples party. But when they got there, that's when they realized that it was actually a baby announcement party. So Ray J had brought Safari because Ray J wanted Safari to come to the party to let A1 know that he had been sleeping with his wife Lyrica. Allegedly. So anyway, he's sitting around with Ray J, and he's, telling him, this is why I ain't really been kicking it with you because you messy. How you gonna bring Safari to our couples party? For one, he wasn't invited. For two, he's not even with nobody. He just came by himself. And then for three, you brought him there talking about he needed to tell me that he slept with my wife. They get into it, and whatever. And they never really even, at that time, Safari never even admitted that it was his wife. Because remember, Safari just kept, every time A1 would question him about it, he would say stuff like, I don't know what you're talking about. If you and your wife got problems or issues, I don't want to be in it. Don't involve me in it. Stuff like that. So he was always beating around the bush and not denying or admitting to the alleged, infidelity. So anywho, Ray J, he apologized and everything. He was like, you know what? I apologize. I was really trying to look out for you, but it just so happened to be, at the wrong place and at the wrong time. But I really don't think Ray J is really apologetic because although he apologized to A1, when he was back on the green screen, he was saying, you know what? I apologize and everything. That's my boy and everything. But I think Safari is the one who's really to blame. He said, but Ray J was the one always bringing up the rumors. And I had said before, when Ray J first really started spreading the rumors, when they showed that scene, when Safari, he asked Safari straight up. He's like, dude, tell me, did you sleep with Lyrica? I don't know if y'all remember, but Safari was like, I really didn't, it shouldn't have happened that way. I'm sorry that it happened. I really didn't mean for it to happen. That's what I heard. But Ray J, I guess he heard something in his own little mind. He heard something else. And from then, he has just been running off the mouth. They sleeping together. They slept together. Safari admitted it. He slept with Lyrica. So, anywho, He apologized, and A1, I guess he sounded like he forgave him. He invited him to their wedding vow renewal party, not party, but ceremony. So, you know, Ray J is planning to come with Princess and everything. And basically, Princess and what was the last party they had? They just had something else. Oh. That's right. It was the baby reveal party. Ray J wasn't invited to that party because of the simple fact that A1 was still upset with him. And also, Brooke wasn't invited to that party because, you know, Lyrica was upset with her because Brooke and Ray J both were under the impression that they think something happened between Lyrica and Safari. Um, we shall see. But in the next scene, Marcus, Brooke, and Nikki, baby, and they all sitting around, and Marcus got pissed off at Brooke. You know, they were first sitting around having a good conversation, and then Brooke brings up the fact that, you know, okay, remember last episode when Brooke had basically she had found out that Amber Diamond was and her fiance Marcus had been, you know, contacting each other, and that Marcus has been liking all Amber's naked pics, you know, on Instagram. And so she was like, you know what? Let me see if something is really going on. And she said there was this app where you could text somebody, but you can make it seem like it's coming from somebody else's phone number. So anyway, she was telling Nikki baby how she had did that, and she had texted Amber girl, invited her to her into her event, and pretend like it was Marcus, told her to wear white, told her not to wear any drawers. If y'all seen that last week, that was funny. Like, told her not to wear any underwear and come to this event. So when they got there, that when she was on the stage, she had said into the mic, she was like, oh yeah, y'all thought y'all was coming here to see Marcus, you know, woo, 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 woo. So anyway, it was a trick, and Amber Diamond and her mama fell for it, and they ended up fighting. But anyway, she's telling Nikki baby about it, and Marcus got upset, talking about, you know what, why is you telling this girl all our business? This is our business, you know, our personal business. And I'm like, bro, I'm getting so sick and tired of these people on these reality shows talking about, you know, their personal business. Why is you on the reality show if you don't want nobody talking about your personal business? But anyway, I was like, Brooke, keep talking, girl. Keep talking. But then he ended up walking away. I gotta get a drink. My throat dry. Like I said, I just did another video, hour-long video, so my throat getting dry. But anywho, then walks in Lyrica and Princess. Now, do y'all believe that Brooke owes Lyrica an apology? Or should I say another apology? Lyrica is doing everything she can to make it seem like there was absolutely nothing going on with her and Safari. Like, is she ever going to admit that Safari and her at least has some kind of textual situationship, where he was sending her videos and pics of his enormous anaconda? Y'all remember. I don't think she's ever going to admit that. If that was my homegirl, I would be inquisitive too. Like, Brooke had maybe, like, how many episodes ago was this? Probably about maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago. Brooke had questioned Lyrica. She was like, man, everybody is saying that, you know, you and Safari, y'all have something going on. And even I know, you know, about the videos and and Lyrica was trying to shut her down and try to, you know, get her to be quiet. And she was like, man, if you're my homegirl, you can't be my homegirl, or you either gonna be with me or you're gonna be against me. You either gonna believe me or you're not gonna believe me. So anyway, you know, they kind of had like some words right there, and Lyrica, you know, she had kind of got upset with her. But I'm like, if that's my homegirl, and I'm hearing from everybody that she's sleeping with some guy, and I know she married, I mean, as friends, you're supposed to be able to talk about certain things, right? So Brooke, that's why she came to her. She came to her like a woman. I didn't think she was really messy. If y'all remember that episode, I don't think she was messy at all. And basically, that was like right after the incident when Safari had came and Ray J was telling A1 that he needs to tell him how he slept with Lyrica. And then, like, after that, that's when Brooke approached Lyrica like, Lyrica, are you absolutely certain that nothing happened? And Lyrica was like, you either going to be with me or you either going to be, you know how she talks, she all whiny and stuff like a little mouse. But anyway, her mother had even said on that one episode, the one before that, she was like, but you told me, you showed me the picture. I saw it. I saw the anaconda on the video on your phone. So anyway, she's still, you know, pleading the fifth, basically not want to admit that she actually did something wrong. And then A1, he met up with his mother and his mom. His mom has been convinced from the first time that she heard that Lyrica possibly might have cheated on her son. From the first time she heard it, she was always like, I think, you know, she needs to take a lie detector test. I think, you know, she needs to take a paternity test, you know, stuff like that. And A1, you know, he's not trying to hear it. He's not trying to hear it from her. He's not trying to hear it from Ray, you know, from anybody else. And so his mom is still, you know, on that stuff. So he tells her, basically, if you still gonna not believe my wife, if you still gonna make allegations against her that she, you know, has cheated on me, then you can't be involved in our life. And I'm like, are you serious, A1? You just gonna push your mom to the side because she had concerns? I mean, you have to understand what this looks like to a parent. For everybody in y'all circle saying she done slept with him, she done slept with him, she done this, she done that, and you get mad because your mom suggests that you have a paternity test? But anywho, I would do the same thing. I don't care. Son, before I buy anything for this child, before I get close to this child and be, you know, spending time with this child, quality time and all that, if there's rumors out there about your wife, we need a paternity test. We need a paternity test. It takes all of a few minutes to get a paternity test. But anyway, I was like, okay, wow, you about to pick your mom to the curb. But anywho, and then Jay Will. Now you remember Jay Will. He's bisexual. And him and what's his name? Mr. Ray. They had fell out a few episodes ago because Mr. Ray had a gay pride event and he wanted Jay Will to perform. Now Jay Will has like a alter ego. Jay Will actually loves to rap. So the Jay Will side of him is a rapper and he performs as a guy. But his alter ego is a singer and performs as a woman, you know, in drag. So they had got into it because Jay Will had wanted to perform and be rapping at the event, but Mr. Ray wanted him to perform his alter ego, which, you know, a lot of people have fell in love with over the years. Anywho, they clashed, they got into an argument, fell out. But anyway, they made up. Jay Will actually came back to him and said, you know, he will do what he asked him to do. And then guess what? He done set him up to perform for an event where he actually gets to showcase his actual true self, what he actually wants to do, which is rapping. And I thought he actually did pretty good. I mean, it didn't show like the whole set. It just showed a little bit, you know, of his performance. But I thought it was okay. It was pretty good, you know. But anywho, one thing I just have to say as far as Jay Will is just be true to yourself. Either you want to be a rapper or you want to perform as your alter ego and be, you know, dressed up in drag. I mean, you can't be performing as these two different people and then when somebody requests you to perform in drag, you get upset and say, but I want to do rap. It's like you've been doing this drag for so long. If you want to rap, just keep rapping. Don't be doing them both because then you're confusing people and they think they can get what they want to get. Like you, Burger King, they can get what they want to get. Okay, we can get rap from you. This person can get drag from you. So, you know, you got to make up your mind and figure out what you want to do. And whichever one you pick, roll with it. Just roll with it. But then we get off to K. Michelle. K. Michelle hasn't been in a lot of scenes, you know, this season, which I'm really kind of surprised. I know she was going through stuff, you know, with her injections when she had her she had some injections into her bottom, you know, and she had some complications. She had to take some time off because she couldn't perform. She could barely walk. She definitely couldn't, you know, perform and sing on stage for a long period of time. So she had to go back and get the process like reversed. And so she was healing from that. And then also, you know, she was going through, you know, trying to get her music together and everything. But in this scene, we catch her at the studio and she's working on her music. And she said that she just came off a long, you know, contract with her old label. So basically, this is album number 5 that she's working on right now. And the song they was playing, I don't know the name of it, but it sounded beautiful. I have always been a K Michelle fan ever since she first came out. So I definitely cannot wait till she get, you know, her next album out or get them singles out there so I can, you know, cop those. But anyway, how do y'all feel about, you know, K Michelle and her music? I know some people don't really feel her. You know, they don't really, you know, like her sound, like her voice or anything, or don't like her, period. Period. But anyway, I like her and I'm definitely again looking forward to her new records. But then finally, A1 and Safari, they sit down to discuss the alleged fidelity, you know, situation between Safari and Lyrica. And this time, Safari, he wastes no time. Like in the past, every time, A1 would be like, Safari, what's this I hear about you and my wife? Are you messing with my wife? Is there something I should know? You know, whatever. Safari would always be beating around the bush. He was like, basically, you know what? You and your wife going through stuff. Don't put me in it. You know, don't put me in it. And this time he came straight out and he was like, me and your wife, me and Lyrica, we never had sex. Never. And A1 is sitting there like, okay, y'all never had sex. And I'm sure he's wondering, why do we have to meet up like 3, 4, 5, 50, 11 times for you to finally tell me that y'all never had sex? And then he asked him, what about those pics? I heard you sent some pics to Lyrica of your anaconda. Well, he didn't say that, but you know. And he said, no, I didn't send any pics. Nope, I didn't send any pics. And then he asked him, he said, beats around the bush. He's reverting back to what he used to do when he was approached about this mess. And he beats around the bush, talking about he don't know, talking about if he did it, it was probably a mistake. If he did it, it was probably an accident. You know what? Safari know he sent that video. He know he sent that video. Now, I almost can believe that Safari and Lyrica probably did not have sex. I can almost believe that. But I do also believe that there was some video shown. I mean, at the very beginning, when Brooke was like, you know what, we was in an interview, a radio interview, her and him was texting back and forth. She was giggling. He kept sending her stuff on her phone. And then her mom, like an episode or two after that, but you told me that he said, you showed me that I saw it on the phone. And she was like, Mom, whose side are you on? I know y'all remember that. I really think he did send her videos, and I think he did send her pictures, and he did not send it by mistake. I do not believe him. Safari, A1 did, so therefore, I still can't mess with you right now. So Safari, he gets up, she was like, you know what? I said what I said, and what I said, what I said, and that's all I gotta say. And, you know, Safari got up and walked out. But anyway, one thing I do know about A1 and Lyrica that I'm really sure of is that they still truly love each other, and they are in love with each other. I mean, you can just tell. Lyrica might have done something that she's probably not too proud of, that she probably regrets, that she probably regrets, because, you know, all this stuff basically is doing to A1 is making him feel insecure. No man likes to feel insecure with a woman, and no man likes to have anybody else think that they feel insecure, when it comes to their woman. But, when they had fell out, he had packed all his stuff, packed all his bags, he had left, took the dog, took off. So they was broke up for a little bit of time. And that time frame is basically when it's alleged that her and Safari had some kind of, I don't know, situationship. I don't know. Allegedly. But anyway, you know what? Her name has been drugged all through the streets. And like I said several times, I think he should just get a blood test, get a paternity test, get it taken care of, find out if that's your baby, or if it's Safari's, or if it's Rock's, or if it's whoever else they said your wife was sleeping with. But anyway, you can see the pain in A1's face when he's talking to her. Basically, he's like, you know what? For me to feel comfortable with this, I'm going to need you to take a paternity test. She asked him, though. She was like, do you really want me to take a paternity test? I'll take one. He was hesitant at first, but then he was like, you know what? Yes, I would like you to take a paternity test. And she was saddened about it, but you can see in his face, all the pain, all the misunderstanding. It's not like he don't want to trust her. He really wants to trust her. But when you hear all these allegations and all these rumors and people looking at you like you stupid, like, this girl is getting over you, she's doing this, that, and the third, he became unsure. And he finally asked for that paternity test. So anyway, but then part of the crew is back together, hanging out. It's Safari, it's Ray, it's Rock. And Ray J was being messy again. He's talking about y'all still smashing, the same chick. Because Rock has said he slept with Lyrica. Safari, I didn't hear him say he slept with Lyrica, but Ray J swears that Safari said he slept with Lyrica. So anyway, he's joking around talking about y'all been smashing the same chick. I mean, do y'all just like that freaky stuff? Like sleeping with people's wives, behind their back or whatnot. Safari was like, dude, why is you being so messy, Ray? I just finished talking to A1 and I told him that I didn't smash Lyrica. Me and Lyrica never had sex. And Ray J was like, hold on, wait a minute. You told me that y'all had sex. No. That ain't what I told you, Ray. He said, that ain't what I told you. When I said yes, he was talking about something else he had said or whatnot. But if you follow the show and you saw that episode, I watched it. I rewinded it a few times before I did my review after that episode. And I did not see or hear him say he slept with Lyrica. All I heard him say was, I'm sorry it happened. It shouldn't have happened. And what I really think he was referring to was the pics and the videos and them chatting and them texting and, stuff like that. I don't think it was necessarily what you would call cheating. Some people would call it cheating because stuff like that can easily lead up to cheating. But that's what I think he is guilty of as far as, when he was saying, I hate that it happened. But anywho, I have been anxiously waiting to find out if Apple Bottom was actually the daughter of the guy, who was basically saying he's her father. So they went and got a paternity test. And when she found out that he was not the father, man, Apple had a really tough life, a really hard life. So her exterior, I mean, she's always coming off as hard. Like she don't have no feelings. Like nothing bothers her. She's a stripper turned rapper. She's had a hard life. And so when she found out that he wasn't the father, you could really tell that she was disappointed, devastated, and sad. But she was trying to hide it. She was trying to hide it like it really wasn't that big of a deal. But then when her father said, well, he's not her father, when the when the fraud said, I knew I wasn't your father. She's like, huh? What you mean? You knew you wasn't my father. Basically, he was like, when you was born, you didn't have a father. I don't think her mother knew who was the father, because obviously her mother told her this man was the father and he wasn't the father. They wasted time taking a paternity test, and he knew all along he wasn't the father. He was like, you know what, when you was little, you needed a father. You needed a father figure. I tried to step in. I tried to be there, but you would never give me a chance, to be your father. And she was like, because you're not my father. And so now we kind of understand, Apple, basically throughout the whole season, she really didn't have no kind of bond, no kind of connection. She thought he was really creepy because he was always trying to be in every part of her life, all up in her business, especially when it came to her and Sean Love. When she was signing her contract and made Sean Love her manager, he was all up in the business, trying to find out what she making, how much she taking, what she charging, all that kind of stuff. And she kept telling him, fall back, fall back, fall back. I'm like, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this man was trying to get close to her because maybe she's about to be a rap star? And he want to be close to her because maybe she's about to get rich? Excuse me. Throat dry. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this dude. You knew she wasn't your father. How could you, if you knew you wasn't her father, why would you even lead her on? Like, why would you even leave her on? Y'all going to counseling sessions. You paying to speak to, a counselor and everything. And those ain't cheap. Shoot, it's like, what, dang near $100 an hour. And you knew, see, that's wrong. Apple was so pissed off. When Sean Love came to pick her up, I don't know how she got to where she got to, if she caught the Uber or if the producers brought her to him or, whatever. But she called Sean to pick her up. And Sean was like, what's up? What's wrong? And Apple just broke down, started crying. Apple was, trying to console her. She was snatching away from Sean Love and jumped in the SUV. That's when you really saw her, like, break down. Like, she was trying to hold it in the whole time on camera. But when that truck came, when the SUV came, she hurried up and jumped in that truck and she started breaking down. The thing about it is, Apple has been bounced around ever since she was little. Family to family, foster home to foster home. She didn't have her parents in her life. The guy who pretended like he was her father wasn't really in her life. And all of a sudden he comes back. Like, it's just all of a sudden he comes back now that she's on a reality show. So that's why I think he probably has some kind of ulterior motive. But anyway, Apple told her she's going to try to find out who her real dad is. She's going to talk to her mom. But what Sean Lev said, I agree with. Before you try to find anybody else, Apple, try to find Apple. Try to find yourself. So hopefully, she'll figure out everything and, hopefully she'll find out who her father is. If it's meant to be, it will be. And then finally, we are at Lyrica and A1's wedding vow renewal ceremony. And in the middle of Jay Will, Nikki Baby, and LaBrittany's conversation, Jay Will pulls out his phone. He's like, hold up 1 second, y'all, hold up. And he's on the phone, he's talking about, are you sure you want me to drop you that address? I'm like, who the heck he talking to? They was like, yeah. He was like, told them where they was, which was at Lyrica and A1's wedding vow renewal ceremony. And I'm like, who the heck is they telling, here's the address? Evidently, if we can recall, I guess, Princess and Moniece, they had got into it a few times. And Moniece had basically heard that Princess said, you know, when I drop my baby, it's on. You know, wherever I see her, it's on. And she was telling people, you know, wherever you see Moniece, I mean, you know, wherever you see Moniece or something, give me the address. Moniece was telling people, wherever you see Princess, give me the address. You know, they act all big and bad on these shows. You know, drop the address. So Jay will drop the address. She came up in there. Moniece, she came up in there. She was big mad, like big mad, like what's up? You said whenever, whatever. What's up? I'm here. What you want to do? I was like, okay, they about to bang or try to bang because, you know, security guard is always right there. You can barely get one lick in. Usually they throw in a high heel shoe, throwing some drink, some liquor, some stuff. Okay, now y'all know, most of y'all know, I am a professional custom cake decorator. Let me correct that. A personal professional custom cake decorator. When I saw Princess, okay, first I was like, okay, she throwing drinks. She throwing drinks. And they do that all the time. They do that. Moniece is talking about, come on, let's go. What's up? What's up? Let's go. Princess picking up drinks. She's throwing drinks across the table. Moniece is like, oh, that's all you gonna do is throw drinks. Why did she pick up that cake? She picked up the party cake. The party cake. It looked like it was, I don't know, 2-3 tier cake. I was hurt. My feelings was hurt. I was like, I don't know where they got that cake from. But whoever they got that cake from, if they were watching that reality show or if they was there at the wedding ceremony, I know they was butt hurt because I would have been pissed off. Like, okay, it don't even matter if and wedding cakes are expensive. Wedding cakes are, I done made some. Wedding cakes are expensive. She took that whole cake and just threw it at Moniece. And I'm like, it don't matter if you already got paid for making the cake. It's like, I don't know, it's something about your work. You know, a cake, I call myself a cake artist. That's why I call myself a cake artist. Because it's an art. It's an art to make cakes look beautiful as well as they taste. You know, anybody can make a cake look good. But for it to also taste as well as it looks, that's art. I was like, man, I was devastated. No, she didn't throw that wedding cake. I would have whooped her. Okay, anywho, let me go on because my feeling, I was really in my fifis when I saw her throw that wedding cake. But anyway, Lyrica's mother, I said before, I love Big Lip. Okay, you know they got the same name. Lyrica, I usually call them Big Lyrica and Little Lyrica. Anyway, Big Lyrica, she was singing a song as they was walking down the aisle, you know, her daughter Lyrica and A1. And I was like, oh my God, her mom, she has a beautiful voice. Now, you know, Little Lyrica, A1's wife, she done tried to get in the booth, you know, try to record, try to make some music or whatnot. They might have the same name, but they definitely does not have the same voice. Lyrica, Big Lyrica can outsing Lil Lyrica any day of the week. She has a beautiful, beautiful voice. But A1's mom didn't show up. Instead, she went on a trip. Now, you remember, was the last episode when she told Marcus that she met some guy off of the internet, off of some, she met some guy off of some dating website. And Marcus was like, okay, where did you meet him? She said, well, all we done, you know, I met him on she didn't say which site. She just said a dating site. And Marcus was like, well, you know, did you meet him yet? She's like, no, I never met him. He lives in Nigeria. The first thing I thought of was them Africans who be hitting you up in your email and telling you, I have 50 bazillion, gazillion, trillion, million dollars that somebody left to me. And I would like you to put this money in your bank account and I'll give you a certain percentage. I know y'all done got them emails before. Everybody has got some emails. They scams. They scams. If you ever see them, delete them immediately. But that's the first thing I thought of when she said he was from Nigeria. Anyway, she has never met him before. But instead of coming to her son's wedding vow renewal, they show her getting on a plane. A1 was like, you know what? Me and my mom got into it. She still was tripping, thinking Lyrica is cheating on me. So I told her, if she gonna not be on our side, then she can't be in our life. But my thing is, after that, he told Lyrica he wants a paternity test, and Lyrica agreed. But you still gonna let your moms travel all the way to Nigeria to meet some guy she's only met on FaceTime? Nigeria. Not a few states over. This is some countries over to meet some guy she has never met in person. Everybody, let's all pray. Let's all pray that A1's mother is okay, that she arrives safe and sound, and that she gets returned to us safe and sound. Because I don't know, that's just a bit much. That's just a bit much. But anywho, they had their wedding ceremony, and Lyrica was looking really pretty in her red dress, and I thought that was really sweet. How when A1, when he was saying his vows and everything, he was basically telling her in so many words, I know we done been through a lot of stuff. I know there has been some mistrust. I know there has been some judgment, accusations of infidelity. But he was basically telling her, I'm here for the long run. I think he was really trying to tell her, regardless of the baby, regardless of the paternity test, I'm not going nowhere. We gonna be together forever. I mean, that's what I took it as. Y'all can let me know what y'all took it as, but that's what I took it as. And when she dropped to her knees, I put the picture on the main, I made it the thumbnail for this video, but let me pull up the picture real quick. Here's the picture. And I'm not even going to ask why A1 had on them doggone shoes. Yo. Little tight old pants. Okay, we ain't going to talk about his outfit. But she had a pretty dress on. I liked her dress. But I showed you this picture because this was when she had dropped to her knees. She broke down crying. She was crying alligator tears. Crocodile tears. I said alligator. She was crying crocodile tears. And I was like, if you don't calm this girl down, she is going to have, give birth on that doggone grass. But yeah, that was really, me. Y'all already know, when I see people cry and it's really sad on these shows, I don't care if it is a reality show, I still be like, okay, let me get myself together. But anyway, I thought that was really sweet. But then, Booby, I forgot all about Booby. Okay, I kind of like Booby from when he was in the reality show with K. Michelle. Not K. Michelle. Dang, now I can't think of her name. Oh God, I can't think of her name. The other R&B singer, the one who sings "Love." Y'all know that song. Okay, I can't remember her name. I was like, Keisha Cole. Okay, but anywho, he used to be married to Keisha Cole. Anyway, I guess he had some kind of relationship, situationship, something with Brooke, and he had said last episode that when he saw Marcus, he was gonna, confront him because I guess he thinks that Brooke is too good for Marcus, and I guess he said he been hearing things in the street about Marcus. He didn't hear what he said. I mean, he didn't say what he heard. All he said was it wasn't nothing good. That's what he said in the last episode. So he pops up at the wedding vow ceremony, and he walks right up to Marcus and starts sweating him right off the top, telling him, what is he doing with Brooke? Telling him, basically he better treat her right. She ain't got no brothers, she ain't got no cousins, she ain't got nobody to basically make sure Marcus, stays in line when it comes to Brooke. But I'm like this. no matter how many brothers, how many sisters, how many uncles, how many cousins, how many best guy friends you have, if a guy is treating you wrong, it's going to take you to make him treat you right, or you going to have to leave him. I done seen it before. I done seen it before. People that I know, care about, and love get abused by their boyfriends or their husbands. Then everybody comes to their rescue. The brothers, the cousins, the in-laws, the uncles, everybody come to their rescue to either beat up on the man or drag him out the house, take his keys, all that, and then turn around and the chick lets him back. So, booby, all that you doing, you just dragging. You just dragging. Let them handle their own business. You handle your own business. You got a woman at home, a whole full woman at home. You should not even be that concerned about her, even though y'all probably go way back like 4 flats. So let her handle her own business. She's a grown woman. She's a grown woman. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know what y'all thought about Booby. Do you think he was, overstepping his lines? Let me know what y'all think about A1's mother and the Nigerian. She was going to Nigeria to meet that guy she met on FaceTime. That's basically the only place she's seen him was on FaceTime. And also let me know what you thought about what did I mention before? Keisha, K. Michelle. I had asked y'all before, what do y'all think about K. Michelle? Do y'all like her sound? Do y'all like her music? Are you anxious for her new album? She's independent now, no longer under contract with that label. So let me know if y'all anxiously waiting for her new album release. And also, Safari. Do you believe him when he said he didn't send pics? Do you believe him when he said he probably sent them videos on accident? I don't believe him. A1 don't believe him. But y'all let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And make sure you please like the video. If you didn't already like the video, make sure you like the video on your way out. Also, make sure you share. Please share the video on your social media pages. And also, if you are not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button and click the bell so you can get my notifications. And don't forget, in the link is the link to our Facebook page, Tanya's Primetime TV /media news. So make sure you click that link and go over there, request to join. I'll add you to the group myself. And over there, we discuss same thing as over here, different shows, different reality shows, different celebrities, trending news, all that, this and the third. So in the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad, make sure you stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out.